Life is a journey of constant change. We grow and evolve. Sometimes the relationships we have no longer serve us. There is wisdom in recognizing when it's time to walk away. They can prevent us from reaching our full potential. Letting go can be a powerful act of self-care. It's about choosing ourselves, our well-being, and our future. Stoicism provides a framework for finding inner peace. It reminds us that we always have a choice to cling to what's hurting us or to let go and create space for something new. It's about releasing what no longer serves us and embracing the possibility of a brighter tomorrow. Stoicism, a philosophy from ancient Greece, offers guidance for modern relationships. Its teachings on virtue, reason, and living in accordance with nature provide insights into human connection. Focus on what we can control, our thoughts, emotions, and actions. In relationships, take responsibility for our behavior and reactions. True happiness comes from living a virtuous life. External factors, like others' behavior, are beyond our control. Focus on cultivating inner peace and resilience. Stoicism values empathy, kindness, and compassion. We are responsible for the energy we bring to interactions. Approach loved ones with patience and understanding. Set healthy boundaries and communicate needs effectively. Stoicism helps navigate relationships with wisdom and grace. Recognizing unhealthy patterns in relationships is crucial for our emotional well-being and personal growth. Often we become so accustomed to certain dynamics that we fail to see the red flags signaling that something is amiss. This is where self-awareness and a willingness to honestly assess our relationships become paramount. One of the most common signs of an unhealthy relationship is a lack of respect. This can manifest in various ways, such as constant criticism, belittling comments, or disregard for our feelings and opinions. When we feel consistently disrespected or undervalued by our partner, it's a clear indication that something is wrong. Another red flag is manipulation. Manipulative behavior aims to control or exploit us, often through guilt trips, emotional blackmail, or playing the victim. We might find ourselves constantly making excuses for our partner's behavior or feeling pressured to do things we're not comfortable with. A lack of communication is another warning sign. Healthy relationships thrive on open, honest communication where both partners feel heard and understood. When communication breaks down, resentment builds and conflicts fester unresolved. It's also essential to pay attention to how the relationship makes us feel. Do we feel drained, anxious, or insecure around our partner? Or do we feel uplifted, supported, and loved for who we are? Our emotions can be valuable indicators of the health of our relationships. Recognizing these unhealthy patterns is not about placing blame, but rather about gaining clarity on the dynamics at play. It's about acknowledging that we deserve to be in relationships that nourish our souls, not deplete them. It's about understanding that we have the power to choose differently and create healthier, more fulfilling connections. We often find ourselves at a crossroads facing the difficult decision of whether to stay in an unhealthy relationship or to walk away. It's a decision fraught with emotion, fear, and uncertainty. Yet it's within this very decision that our true power lies, the power of choice. We always have a choice. We can choose to stay stuck in a pattern that no longer serves us, or we can choose to break free and create a new path for ourselves. We have a right to prioritize our own happiness. Making the choice to walk away from an unhealthy relationship is an act of courage and self-love. In choosing ourselves, we unlock a level of freedom and empowerment. Respect forms the bedrock of any healthy relationship, a fundamental pillar upon which love, trust, and understanding can flourish. When respect begins to erode, Cracks appear in the foundation, threatening the very stability of the connection. Identifying the subtle and overt ways disrespect manifests is crucial. Disrespect can be insidious, often disguised as harmless teasing or jokes. It can manifest as constant criticism, chipping away at our self-esteem. Our opinions might be dismissed, our feelings invalidated. Over time, this erosion of respect can leave us feeling small and unworthy. Stoicism reminds us that we are all deserving of respect. It encourages us to cultivate self-respect as a shield. When we value ourselves, we are less likely to tolerate disrespect. Manipulation, an insidious force that can poison relationships, operates in the shadows, twisting words and emotions to exert control. It thrives on secrecy, often disguised as love or concern. Recognizing manipulation is crucial in breaking free and reclaiming autonomy. Emotional blackmail uses guilt, fear, or obligation to control. They might threaten to withdraw love or play the victim. We might walk on eggshells, afraid to express our true feelings. Stoicism reminds us we are not responsible for others' emotions. We cannot control how someone else feels. Gaslighting makes us doubt our sanity and perception. Our partner might twist the truth, making us question our memory. We might be told we are overreacting or imagining things. Stoicism encourages us to trust our judgment and intuition. Our perceptions are valid, even if they differ from others. Recognizing manipulation is a step towards reclaiming our power. Communication, the lifeblood of any healthy relationship, requires more than just spoken words. It demands a willingness to truly listen. When communication breaks down, a deafening silence can descend, stifling intimacy and creating a chasm of misunderstanding. Feeling unheard or unseen is a sign of an unhealthy relationship. Stoicism reminds us of the importance of active listening, of approaching conversations with an open mind. True intimacy requires vulnerability, a willingness to share our authentic selves. The silence of unheard voices can be a wake-up call, an invitation to examine our communication patterns. We all carry emotional baggage, remnants of past experiences that shape our perspectives. Unresolved baggage can weigh us down, creating obstacles to intimacy and happiness. One red flag is the inability to move past past hurts. We might rehash old arguments or hold grudges. This creates a toxic cycle, preventing healthy relationships. Stoicism teaches us to let go of the past and practice forgiveness. It reminds us that holding on to anger only harms us. Another sign of unresolved baggage is self-sabotage. We might push away love or create conflict, fearing intimacy. Stoicism emphasizes self-awareness and conscious choices. Unresolved baggage can also manifest as a lack of trust. We might struggle to open up or believe we are worthy of love. Stoicism encourages self-compassion and kindness. It reminds us we are worthy of love, even with our flaws. Addressing emotional baggage is about learning and growing. We have the power to break free and create a fulfilling future. Recognizing red flags in a relationship requires courage and honesty with ourselves and our partners. Stoicism teaches us the dichotomy of control focus on what we can control, our thoughts, emotions, and actions, rather than external factors. In relationships, this means taking responsibility for our own responses and setting healthy boundaries. True power lies in choosing our response to external events. Amor fati, or love of fate, encourages us to embrace all aspects of life, including the end of unhealthy relationships. Accepting reality and focusing on our response helps us move forward and grow stronger. Stoic virtues, wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance guide us in relationships. Wisdom helps us recognize red flags. Justice ensures fairness. Courage allows us to face fears. Temperance maintains balance. Pursuing virtue is a continuous journey. Adversity is an opportunity for growth. Facing challenges head-on transforms our perspective from victimhood to empowerment. Perspective helps us see beyond immediate pain. Practicing gratitude and embracing impermanence shift our focus from loss to appreciation. Remembering the vastness of time and space can make our problems seem smaller. Letting go of unhealthy relationships is liberating. It involves reclaiming our power, forgiving and accepting that we can't control others. True acceptance means recognizing when it's time to walk away. At the crossroads of a relationship, we must summon the strength to decide. Fear and hope pull us in different directions, but reason and self-awareness guide us. Courage is needed to face our fears and trust in our strength. Before deciding on a relationship's future, we must assess our self-worth. Stoicism reminds us of our inherent worthiness of love and respect. Nurturing self-love helps us make choices aligned with our true value. Boundaries in the realm of relationships are not walls erected to keep others out. They are fences built to protect our own emotional well-being. They are the language of self-respect, a way of communicating our needs and limits, of creating a space where we can thrive. In unhealthy relationships, boundaries are often blurred or non-existent. We might find ourselves constantly compromising our values, sacrificing our happiness, or tolerating behavior that leaves us feeling disrespected, unheard, or unseen. Stoicism reminds us that we have a right to protect our emotional well-being, to set limits on what we will and will not tolerate. Setting boundaries is not selfish. It is an act of self-care, a way of honoring our own needs and preserving our energy for the relationships and pursuits that bring us joy. The language of boundaries is assertive, yet compassionate. It is about clearly and calmly communicating our needs without apology or guilt. It is about saying no to what drains us and yes to what nourishes our souls. When we establish clear boundaries, we create a space of mutual respect where both partners feel safe to express their needs and desires without fear of judgment or retaliation. If our boundaries are consistently crossed, despite our best efforts to communicate them, it might be a sign that the relationship is no longer serving our highest good. It might be time to consider whether walking away is the most compassionate act of self-love. The decision to end an unhealthy relationship is rarely easy or straightforward. It is a complex tapestry woven with threads of love, loyalty, fear, hope, and the weight of shared history. Yet, amidst the complexities, one truth remains constant. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be in a relationship that nourishes your soul, not depletes it. You deserve to be with someone who celebrates your light, not dims it. Choosing yourself doesn't mean that you are selfish, cold-hearted, or incapable of love. It simply means that you are prioritizing your own well-being, your own growth, and your own vision for the future. It means recognizing that sometimes the most loving act is to let go, to create space for both you and your partner to heal and to find happiness, even if it's on separate paths. The decision to choose yourself might be met with resistance, both internal and external. You might face judgment from others, pressure to conform to societal expectations, or the fear of being alone. However, Stoicism reminds us that true strength lies in living in accordance with our own values, not the expectations of others. It is in choosing ourselves, even when it's difficult, that we discover our true power and unlock the potential for a more fulfilling and authentic life. Making the decision to end a relationship is filled with its own unique set of challenges. The path ahead might feel daunting, shrouded in uncertainty and the fear of the unknown. Yet, it is within this very uncertainty that the opportunity for growth and transformation lies. Stoicism reminds absence of fear, but the willingness to act in spite of it. It is the understanding that growth and discomfort often go hand in hand, that it is through facing our fears that we discover our strength and resilience. The unknown can be a source of anxiety, possibility, and adventure. It is a blank canvas upon which we have the opportunity to paint a new masterpiece, to create a life that reflects our deepest values and uncharted territory of life after the relationship. Stoicism offers a compass to guide us. It reminds us to focus on what we can control, our own thoughts, emotions, and actions. It encourages us to embrace the present moment, to find joy in the simple things, and to approach each new experience with curiosity and an open heart. The courage to face the unknown is not about one step at a time, trusting our intuition and believing in our own ability to navigate whatever challenges life throws our way. Letting go of a relationship, even an unhealthy one, is a process, not an event. There will be days when the pain feels raw and the memories resurface with unexpected intensity. Healing is not linear. It is a journey with its own twists and turns, peaks and valleys. The path to peace is paved with self-compassion. Be kind to yourself during this time of transition. Remember that healing takes time, and there is no right or wrong way to navigate this journey. Focus on the present moment, appreciate the beauty around us, and trust in our strength and resilience. The decision to walk away from an unhealthy relationship is rarely made lightly. It's a process often marked by soul-searching, introspection, and a gradual awakening to the realization that something fundamental needs to change. Once the decision has been made, however, it's important to communicate that decision to your partner with clarity, compassion, and respect. This conversation is not about placing blame, rehashing past hurts, or engaging in a battle of wills. It's about speaking your truth with kindness, acknowledging the value of the shared history you've had, and expressing your desire to move forward in a way that honors both of your needs. Choose a time and place where you can speak openly and honestly, without distractions or interruptions. Approach the conversation with a sense of calm and composure, recognizing that emotions might run high, and it's important to maintain a respectful and compassionate tone. Begin by acknowledging the positive aspects of the relationship, expressing gratitude for the time you've shared and the lessons you've learned. Then gently but firmly communicate your decision to end the relationship, explaining your reasons with clarity and honesty, focusing on your own needs and experiences rather than placing blame on your partner. Be prepared for a range of reactions, from sadness and acceptance to anger, denial, or attempts to bargain. Listen with empathy, acknowledging their feelings without feeling the need to defend your decision. Remember that this conversation is not about changing their mind, but about honoring your own truth and taking responsibility for your own happiness. Section 2. The Art of Detachment, Creating Space for Healing. Once the conversation has taken place, it's essential to create space for both you and your former partner to heal and move forward. This means establishing clear boundaries and resisting the temptation to fall back into old patterns of communication or behavior. Detachment in this context is not about coldness or indifference, it's about creating emotional and physical distance to allow for healing and clarity. It's about recognizing that clinging to the past or holding on to hope for reconciliation will only hinder the healing process. One of the most important aspects of detachment is limiting contact. This might mean unfollowing your former partner on social media, refraining from texting or calling, and avoiding places where you might run into each other. While it's natural to want to stay connected or to check in on how they're doing, constant contact can keep you emotionally entangled and prevent you from fully moving on. Detachment also involves letting go of the need to control the narrative or to manage their reactions. You cannot control how they choose to heal or how they perceive the situation. Focus on your own healing journey, trusting that time, self-care, and the support of loved ones will help you to move forward with grace and resilience. Section 3. The support system. Embracing the power of connection. Ending a relationship can be an isolating experience, even if it was the right decision. It's during these times that it's more important than ever to lean on your support system. The friends, family members, or therapist who can offer a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, and a reminder that you're not alone. Your support system can provide a safe space to process your emotions, gain perspective, and navigate the challenges of moving forward. Don't be afraid to reach out for help, whether it's a simple phone call to a friend, a therapy session to process your feelings, or a support group where you can connect with others who understand what you're going through. Remember that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength. It's through allowing ourselves to be vulnerable with those we trust that we receive the love, support, and encouragement we need to heal and grow. In addition to seeking support from loved ones, consider engaging in activities that nourish your soul and foster a sense of connection. This might include volunteering in your community, joining a club or group that aligns with your interests, or simply spending quality time with friends and family. Section 4. The journey of self-discovery. Reclaiming your identity. Ending a relationship, particularly a long-term one, can often lead to a period of self-discovery and reinvention. During the relationship, you might have compromised on certain aspects of yourself, adopted certain roles or identities, or simply lost touch with who you are at your core. Now, with the relationship behind you, you have the opportunity to rediscover yourself, to reconnect with your passions, values, and aspirations, and to create a life that truly reflects who you are. Take some time to reflect on the things that bring you joy, the activities that make you feel alive, and the values that are most important to you. What did you love to do before the relationship? What dreams did you put on hold? What aspects of yourself did you suppress or deny? This is a time for exploration and experimentation. Try new things, reconnect with old hobbies, and don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone. The end of a relationship, while painful, can also be incredibly liberating. It's a chance to hit the reset button, to learn from the past, and to create a future that is more aligned with your authentic self. Embrace this new chapter with courage, excitement, and an open heart. Remember that you are not defined by your past relationships, but by the choices you make moving forward. Set intentions for the future. What kind of life do you want to create? What kind of partner do you want to be? What brings you joy? Write down your goals, both big and small, and take small steps every day towards making them a reality. Don't be afraid to dream big and to pursue your passions with gusto. The world is full of possibilities, and you are now free to explore them without limitations. Embrace the unknown with courage, knowing that every experience, even the painful ones, has served to shape you into the strong and resilient person you are today. Walking away from an unhealthy relationship is a testament to the strength of the human spirit, a resounding declaration that you choose yourself, your well-being, and your right to a love that nourishes your soul. It's a decision that requires immense courage, a willingness to face the unknown, and a deep-seated belief that you deserve a love that reflects your inherent worth. Letting go, though often painful, is ultimately an act of liberation. It's the breaking of chains that have bound you, the shedding of weights that have held you back, and the opening of a door to a future filled with possibility and hope. As you stand on the precipice of this new chapter, remember that you are not starting from scratch. You are starting from experience. You carry with you the wisdom gained, the lessons learned, and the strength forged in the fires of your past. The freedom you've gained is not just about being free from a particular person or situation. It's about the freedom to redefine yourself, to rewrite your story, and to create a life that aligns with your deepest values and aspirations. It's about reclaiming your power, your voice, and your right to choose a love that honors your heart, your mind, and your soul. Embrace this freedom, not with fear or trepidation, but with the excitement and anticipation of someone who has just been handed a blank canvas and a palette full of vibrant colors. The Stoic philosophers, though often associated with Stoicism in the modern sense of emotional detachment, understood the complexities of the human heart. They knew that love and loss are intertwined threads in the tapestry of life, that to experience one is to inevitably encounter the other. Yet they also believed that even in the face of heartbreak we can find solace, wisdom, and even growth. They taught that true strength lies not in avoiding pain or suppressing our emotions, but in learning to navigate them with grace, acceptance, and a deep understanding of our own resilience. Remember that you are part of a long lineage of human beings who have loved and lost, who have experienced the full spectrum of emotions that come with opening your heart to another. You're not alone in your pain, nor are you defined by it. Draw strength from the Stoic ideal of amor fati, the love of fate, the acceptance of all that life throws your way, both the good and the bad, as opportunities for growth, wisdom, and the development of your character. Embrace the lessons learned, the growth you've experienced, and the strength you've discovered within yourself. Life is not a destination, but a journey. And like all journeys, it will be filled with its share of twists and turns, highs and lows, moments of joy and moments of sorrow. The end of a relationship, while painful, is but one chapter in the ongoing narrative of your life. Embrace the journey, with all its uncertainties and unexpected detours, knowing that each experience, whether perceived as good or bad, has the potential to shape you, mold you, and ultimately lead you closer to your true self. As you move forward, remember the Stoic principles that have guided you through this difficult time. The dichotomy of control, the importance of virtue, the power of perspective, and the tranquility of letting go. These principles are not just philosophical concepts, they are tools for living a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Continue to cultivate self-awareness, to practice gratitude, to set healthy boundaries, and to make choices that align with your values and aspirations. Remember that you are worthy of love, happiness, and fulfillment. You are capable of creating a life that brings you joy, connection, and a deep sense of purpose. Embrace the journey with all its challenges and triumphs, knowing that you have the strength, the wisdom and the resilience to create a future that honors your heart's truest desires.